Alright, hey, Hades Mega here. I'm here in my garage and I'm shooting a video about installing fog lights on my Rav4 Prime. Alright, so if you guys don't know, the Rav4 Prime, alright, there's no model Rav4 Prime that comes with fog lights, okay? So this is a fog light installation vlog, alright? There are many fog light installation vlogs for Rav4s, but this one is mine. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it, alright? With what I got, is what I would say, alright? Okay, so yeah. If you guys don't know, the Rav4 Prime does not come with fog lights. All right, the SE, it comes with like a blank plastic cover, like and then the XSE comes with a daytime running light strip that goes like up and down, right? And I don't like that. Okay, I don't think it looks good. I'd rather just have a fog light there. Okay, I will use Hades Mega's plan is to use the fog light as a daytime running light. Okay. And so the first part of this video will be the kit, show you the kit that I bought, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna install it and how I'm gonna wire it up. All right, so there's 3 steps. All right, you know, get the kit together. All right, and the second thing is to install the fog lights on the vehicle, and the third is to wire them. All right, and I'm gonna wire it in a certain way because this kit is kind of weird. All right, so, and I don't like the switch that comes with it. Okay, so let's check this kit out. Okay, ta-da! There it is. That's the kit. At least minus all this stuff over here. Okay, so it does come with this baggie here, and that's where the wire harness was. All right, I've already kind of taken stuff out and already kind of trying to figure out what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to go over what it comes with and how I'm planning to install it. All right, so it comes with 2 fog light bezels. All right, so you will remove the bezels that are or covers that are on the bumper for the fog lights, and then you will install these, and then, but before that, you will install this. All right, this is the fog light. It comes with 2 fog lights. Hades Omega wanted this specific fog light. All right, this is a I'll show you the other one's in here. Okay, it's already hooked up to the harness. I'm doing some little experiments. All right, so but there it is. This is the fog light in question. Alright, so this is a little different than the OEM Rav4 fog light. The OEM Rav4 fog light comes with a halogen bulb, right? There's a reflector with a halogen bulb in it. This is an actual full-on LED fog light, okay? So to match the LED headlights, okay? I hate looking at those Rav4s that have LED headlights, but they have, or HID headlights, and they have halogen, not very bright fog lights. Okay, so there's a couple things I could have done. There's a couple choices that I could have done. All right, I could have gone with the OEM one. All right, that's the one with the halogen housing, and then in the back you can take the bulb out and then put a halogen bulb in. All right, so you could have gone with that. And my plan, if I was to use that, which is perfectly fine, I don't mind at all. You can install an LED light bulb, all right, in the housing of the halogen bulb, all right, and then you'll have an LED light. It'll be brighter and it'll be like a nicer color, like a whiter color is what I'm gonna say. That's what Hades Mega is going for. I want a white light coming out of my fog lights, okay, and hopefully these lights will match the lights that are on the headlights. Okay, so I also wanted fog lights, so it's kind of more of a safety thing. It works as a daytime running light, so I'm going to wire it like a daytime running light, is what I'll say. Okay, the other option was to get this guy. All right, so this is actually an upgrade accessory for Toyota vehicles. As you can see, it says Toyota on the back. Whether this is really a Toyota product or not, I don't know. Right? So I bought this. Oh, I didn't go over where I got this kit from. I got this whole kit here. Okay, the whole kit. I got this at off of eBay. All right, I will put a link for the page that I bought it from, and then and then you could buy it there if you wanted. All right, I think they have a couple different things. I didn't want to import it from China, but this is the only one that had everything I wanted. All right, so it has the LED, like a OEM, like a Toyota LED bulb. All right, this is an upgrade for Toyota vehicles. All right, you can buy these at your local Toyota dealer. All right, I got this kit for $98. All right, $98 shipped. It took about 3 weeks to get to me, maybe a little less than 3 weeks, and then yeah, here it is. So it came with the bezels, the fog light. All right, and we're looking at the fog light right now. Okay, as you can see, it says Toyota right here, and it says Toyota in like 2 places. Where is it? Oh, here it says MDE13 housing lens reflector. Okay, that's the type. And yeah, it just says Toyota. It says Toyota here. This plastic dealie here. So whether this is a, it says up here also, so you know which way to point it. And there's an aiming thing here. So one of the bad things about this is, okay, so there's some pros and cons with this fog light. All right. The good thing about it is it's a LED. It was designed to have an LED bulb in it, or it has LEDs in it. If you look very carefully, you can see the yellow LEDs. They're in there, okay, and it's already been designed. The reflector has been designed to work with LEDs, okay, and you can see it's got a big, strong cutoff here. So these look like they're going to be really bright. It says Koito here, all right. That's a brand of Japanese bulbs and stuff. So it leads me to believe that this is a genuine Toyota product, okay? So that's what I wanted. I wanted something OEM, not something like somebody made, right? Whether it is really a Toyota product or a counterfeit, I don't know, okay? So we'll just have to see how long these last and how they look, okay? So I'll say, but it looks pretty good to me. All right. So one of the downsides to having this LED, the full LED fog light, is that, yeah, you can't replace the bulb, all right? So when the unit goes bad, you just chuck it and then you install the whole new thing, all right? Which isn't very hard. It's just four screws and the whole thing comes out, all right? But yeah, it's got a little aiming screw here. This is where you plug in the harness for the fog lights, okay? And then this is the mount that goes onto the it mounts right here onto the bezels, all right, right over there. Okay, so yeah, there it is. So that's what I wanted to go with. I wanted to go with a full-on LED fog light. All right, so these were designed for LEDs. All right, the LEDs are already inside it. All right, so like I said, the bad thing is you can't, if this burns out or whatever, it doesn't work anymore, then you got to replace the whole unit. All right, you can't just replace the bulb. All right. Okay, and then the last thing is. Well, there's a couple more things, but this is the harness for it. All right, it came with a harness, and it came with a switch. All right, to put inside the car. I have decided that I am not going to use the switch. All right, because one, it doesn't look. It looks like it's upside down. Yeah, it is upside down because all the lights. If you look inside the Rav4, all these lights, the indicator lights, are on the top. All right, and if you look at it. The light is facing upward. It's like it's a high beam or something, all right? But it's actually supposed to be a fog light. It should be pointing downward. So I don't think this switch was truly made for the Rav4. Also, if you turn it on, well, I will hook everything up to a battery so you guys can see what the lights look like and everything, and what the switch looks like. Okay. So I'm not happy with this harness. I'm not 100% happy with this harness. All right, Hazemega has already been experimenting with it. All right, but yeah, so there's the harness. I'll talk about why I don't like it in a second and how we're going to wind up wiring this. It comes with a relay. All right, the relay's already been installed. The switch, like I mentioned, and then it comes with a baggie of screws. All right, and it also did come with another baggie with some zip ties in it. All right, so woohoo, zip ties. All right, and yeah, so that's it. That's everything you get. So let's go, I'll go over everything again. You get the 2 fog light bezels, the 2 fog lights. All right, I got one right here. The other one's in this it came in a styrofoam package like this with a bunch of packing tape on it. All right, it got to me safely, undamaged. It comes with the wire harness, the relay, the switch, and zip ties and screws to mount the fog lights to the bezels. Okay. So why don't I like this? All right, so this harness. So this harness, the light plugs into here. For one thing, this I found out this connector is like not like the proper one, because there's no thing to grab here. There's no claw to grab this part that's sticking out here. All right, but it is keyed one way. You can't install this wrong, okay? Because there's a little keyway here, okay? So this would go like this. All right, it's a nice waterproof connector though. I think it's pretty good, okay? So there's that light. And then there's this light right here, okay? Let's put these right here. Okay, and there is a switch right here. The switch goes to this green connector right here, right? So you're gonna have to. So one reason I don't want to put a switch is so I don't have to fish this into the vehicle. All right, but I wouldn't mind using this. I would like to have an on-off switch, but I've decided I'm not going to use an on-off switch. All right, and I will show you when we get installing the wiring. I'll show you how that's going to work. All right, so that would go on there like that. All right, and then you've got a relay here. Okay, you've got a relay and a fuse. All right, it's already got a fuse installed there. All right, and so if you guys don't know how a relay works, there's a main power. It's basically a switch, and there's a main power, and then there's a ground, and then when you energize a certain wire in here, it connects the main wire to another source, to where you're trying to give power to. All right, in this case, the fog lights. All right. So this has already been wired up to the lights. This is pretty good. Okay, this is what I'm going to say. It has a fuse in it, so this fuse would go to like a 12 volts power source, preferably like some kind of switched power source. All right, I already know where we're going to find it in the fuse box. I will go over it when we do the wiring part. Okay, but this is where you would get your power from. All right, and then there's a black one. That's the ground. Okay, so where's the trigger wire, Hades Omega? The trigger wire is on the switch, all right? There's no manual, all right, is what I want to say. There's no manual with this. You're going to have to figure it out on your own. So the way I've decided to do it is I'm just not going to use a switch, all right? There's a blue wire here, okay? The blue wire is a trigger wire, all right? This blue one right here. I already took some of this electrical tape out. But you'll see there's a blue wire in here also. So I'm just going to cut this whole harness out for the switch and not use it, all right? But I'll show you how it works. Basically, I think you want to have this to like a switched 12 volts, all right? So hopefully something that can accommodate the draw from the bulbs, all right? I don't think these draw a whole lot of power. I'm not 100% sure how much. I think a regular halogen bulb draws like 55 watts or something, all right? So that would be like 100 watts total. So, but I don't think these are that much power. I'm not sure. Who knows? Okay. So yeah, so I'm going to go energize this, and then we're going to fire it up, all right? And I'll show you how it works. So I've got a Turnigy battery here, okay? It's a 3S LiPo. It's roughly like 12 volts, all right? So this should be perfectly fine to power this, all right? So I'm going to hook the red wire. The alligator clips are already hooked up to the battery, so I'm going to hook the red wire here to the red, and then the black wire to the black. Okay, it's connected. Oh, there, and then it just turned on. So there was like you saw there was like a second delay there. The relay had to open first and turn the lights on. All right, but there it is. They're on there. So it's connected to the harness right now, and then this is the switch, right? So as you can see, well, let's see how bright they are. Let me turn the lights off. Okay, that's kind of how bright they are. Pretty bright. They're pretty bright and they're pretty white. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. So what leads me to believe that these might be some kind of counterfeit lenses or some lower quality lenses is this part here with the cutoff. If you look carefully, you can see where the cutoff is. It's there. You can see there's like a scratch there. You could see straight through it. It's really odd. All right, why would there be something like that? You see, there's a part coming off there. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I would think like a OEM Toyota part wouldn't be like janky like that. That's what I'll say. All right, so another reason I don't like this switch is that it is a white. All right, if you look inside the Rav4, I have a picture of it. Okay, so if you look at the lights, the stock, the lighting for the buttons in the Rav4, they're blue. All right, so this one is white, and also the check that picture out. Okay, and you'll also notice, yeah, the lights are blue, so it doesn't match the ones on that's inside the car. This is white, all right? It's white, and the yeah, it's white, and it's like the wrong way. All right, the fog light is pointing up, and the light, the little indicator light, it should be on the top. All right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you can see I'm kind of disappointed with this switch. All right. It's one, it's upside down. Two, it's white. It should be blue. All right. And I think actually I think the lights, this little bar here thing, I don't think it lights up in the RAV4. I'm not sure. I was looking at my picture and it doesn't have any lights. This one has like a green light in it. All right. So it's not the right switch, guys. So I'm not gonna use it. All right, I'm disappointed in the harness. All right, so how I think so basically the way it works is you hook that up to a 12-volt source, and then this pretty much this connects it to the red wire again. All right, it's using the red wire as a trigger. All right, so this is basically an interrupting like switch for the power source wire. All right, so when you press it, it turns the harness off. Okay, it breaks that connection, the trigger wire, right, the blue wire. That's the way the relay works. All right, so Hades Mega has decided I'm not gonna do that. So I mean, theoretically, you could wire this to a 12-volt source, and then you could turn your fog lights on and off, you know, whenever you want. All right, even if the key's not in there. All right, but your battery would drain. All right. If you hook this up to a 12 volts, like all where it's on all the time, all right, 12 volts hot. Now, I think the way they designed this was they want you to connect this to a switch 12 volts, all right. So when you turn the vehicle on, all you have to do is press a switch, all right, and it'll turn on. Or you could just leave the switch on, and when you turn the vehicle on, it automatically turns the fog lights on. So Hades Mega wanted to be a little bit slicker than that. All right, Hades Mega is going to do away with the switch. All right, I'm probably gonna cut the harness somewhere around here. All right, and then I'm gonna take that blue wire out. That's all I need. I just need the blue wire. Okay, the rest of the wiring I'm just gonna chuck it or use it for something else. All right, and then we're gonna connect that blue wire. We're gonna connect it to the daytime running light circuit. So I'm gonna have my fog lights function as a daytime running light is what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay, and I will show you. I will do an experiment to show you how that circuit works. It's kind of funky. I looked at it. I've already done the research. I've used the this guy. All right, the multimeter to test it out to find out where I'm going to get that power from. All right. So I'm going to hook the trigger wire up to the daytime running light. So whenever the daytime running lights turn on, the fog lights turn on also. So basically the fog lights will be a daytime running light. All right. And then I'll have the switch for it will be the switch that's on the stock. All right, where the headlight controls are. All right, so you're going to use the headlight controls to turn these on and off. All right, if you turn the daytime running lights off, these should turn off at the same time. Okay, if you have the headlights on, they should stay on. All right, if you turn the headlights off, if you turn all of the lights off, then these should turn off as well. All right, so that's the way I want it to work. In my opinion, that's simpler. I don't have to fish this switch into the cabin. All right, and I could use that blank switch spot for something else. And this thing isn't even the right switch anyways. It's like it's not going to look right inside the car. So it would bother Hades Omega. that kind of stuff bothers me. Okay, so yeah, but it's not to say that, yeah, I could probably get this switch and put it inside, and then wire this to like a 12 volts switched, and then use this as a switch to turn it on and off. Also, it would be nice to have a separate switch for it, but I don't feel it's not necessary. I'm just going to use these as daytime running lights. How hot do these get? Oh yeah, they get a little hot. There's a little heat sink back here, so you can feel it. Okay, so that's the way Hades Omega is going to get this thing to work. Okay. So we're going to do away with this whole harness section here. See this whole all this shiny part of the harness here? We're going to get rid of all of that, and we're just going to get the blue wire off of this. All right, the blue wire connected to here is the trigger wire for the relay. Okay, we're going to wire the trigger relay to the switch. All right, so in the next video clip, we're gonna actually start to physically install the fog lights first, and then I will go over the wiring and how the wiring works. So first we'll go ahead and install these. Also, I want to mention that I painted these bezels. All right, as you'll notice, they're a little shiny. Okay, I used a black Plasti Dip and then this Plasti Dip glossifier to make it shiny. Okay, that way, when these get dirty, they'll be easier to clean, because the unpainted plastics are hard to. You need to put some kind of plastic cleaner on them to make them look black again, right? These will still stay blacker longer, and Plasti Dip is pretty strong stuff. Also, if I wanted to, I could just peel the Plasti Dip off, right? Or I can just buy another set of bezels, right? I think these are pretty inexpensive. So, and it looks like pretty good. So that's what it looks like unpainted. That's the other side. So that's what it looks like unpainted. That's the other side. Right, and this is the painted side. It's going to go on the outside. You can see it's a bit glossier. So my Rav4 Prime has this is Toyota Super White, and it has the gloss black trim. So I wanted something glossy to match it. Also, the cover that we're removing, all right, to replace this with is gloss black also. So it would kind of look out of place, kind of like my mud guards. My mud guards are not gloss black. Okay, so yeah, I Plasti Dip these with black Plasti Dip, and then I use this glossifier stuff. Right, I did 3 coats of black Plasti Dip to get them to look like this. All right, before, and then I added 2 coats of this glossifier to make it glossy. It also adds like a UV protectant to it also. So hopefully those will last a long time. They'll be beautiful for a long time. We'll see. I will do updates to see how long it lasts. But Plasti Dip is excellent trim and bumper paint. The only thing is you don't want to touch it. All right, if it's something that you're touching like a lot, it will peel off. All right, so you just make sure you don't touch it. Like, it's okay to wash it and stuff, but don't like touch it. Like if you were to Plasti Dip a door handle, you know, it's something that you're going to touch a whole lot, it's going to peel off. All right, that's Hades Omega's experience with Plasti Dip. All right. Okay, so we'll go ahead and install the bezels and the fog lights. All right, and then we'll go install the harness, and then I will show you how Hades Omega is going to do the wiring, and then that'll be the end of the video. Hades Omega will finally have fog lights. All right. So yeah. So it's kind of a bummer that the Rav4 didn't come with fog lights. All right, I don't even think you can get them as like an option or something if you wanted to. The Rav4 Prime just doesn't come with fog lights. They don't give you an option for that. All right, there's a bunch of fancier ones out there. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. There's ones that have like the line, you know, the stripe LED, and you could put the fog light. There's ones with like 3 little fog light bulbs here, like 3, you know, daytime running lights, or there's some even like super bright lights and stuff. I just wanted something simple and like the OEM Rav4, all right, the non Rav4 Primes, all right, come with this setup, right, and I like it, you know. I think that looks fine, all right. I wanted to go with something kind of like the OEM because that's what I like. Okay, the daytime running strip stuff, I'm not a big fan of that. All right, you've already got daytime running lights on the Rav4. Why do I need more? And in my opinion, this makes a better daytime running light right here. Okay, look at how bright it is, man. Yeah, it's pretty bright. Okay, cool. So so yeah, okay. In the next clip, we will start installing these guys. All right, here's some guys.